welcome back to the Knitspinfibre podcast. My name is Kim. Today is Friday the 27th. I did a video yesterday and I wasn't happy with some of the stuff on it and deleted it, and I had a box come. So I will be doing an unboxing. I've opened it but I haven't. And I moved the patterns to the side so I can get them out, because one of the patterns is fully yarn. So I shall show you that in a moment. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Knitspinfibre, which I will link below, and anything I talk about I will link below. But what I'm going to try and do, I need to try and remember, is whatever I show and work on, I'm going to try and date when I started and when I finished it, because I always forget to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. So I have one stash yarn that I bought, which is not going to be used for the test knit. I'm going to use something else. But I have a couple of finishes. The first one I showed last week is I finished husband's cowl. I have finished the hat. I made a slight. The only thing I've got to do is I dropped a stitch to there, which I do need to pick up and fix. Looking if I'm not seeing any ending, so that's good. So yes, so his hat is done. I shall try it on and then I'll tuck it all in. So this pattern is just one I just did. It's not actually, I think I cast on 108 stitches. I think there's 3 inch of 2x2 rib, and then I think I did 6, because I have actually got a clip in the back, so he could actually have it on and he could turn it up as well. So at the moment it looks like it fits me, but it's a little bit big because there's something there, so it fits. So that's his hat, so I'm quite pleased with that. Put my glasses back on so I can see. The brown is some scrap yarn. The top colour, which I did have, and I'm just grabbing my bag, which I do actually have. I keep all my yarn bands in here. So I did take it out and I put it back in. Oh no, I kept it out. I found it. So it's a King Cole big value in the Glen colourway. So that needs to go back in the other back. So that is his cowgirl in his hat. This is his Valentine's Day present. So these will stay up here. He doesn't quite be here that often. The second finish, I started it on, because it's not, I've got a full finish it yet. So I started it on January 16th. So that was literally his birthday when I started this full set. So yeah, so that's when it's done. The test knit gloves are the Candy Mountain Mitts. This is the second set. I've done the first set, which I started January 18th, and I finished that on January 22nd. These were started, they were finished yesterday, so they were started on late Tuesday night, and they were finished, yeah, did I finish them yesterday? No, I finished them the day before. I finished them Wednesday, that's right. I finished them, no, I did finish them Thursday morning, that's right. And this cough is still here very slightly. So yeah, so she wanted a pair doing for her friend. So I've done the child size again, and I have done the opposite colours. So my granddaughter's colours are purple, and then so it goes from dark purple to the fluffy, and then pink, and then to the fluffy. So it's got a very, and if you can hear my daughter's alarm, so it's got a fluffy yarn. And this is just scrap yarn, so there's no, I don't know what these yarns are, so it's got a right and left. So yeah, so that is there. I need to sew all the ends in, and then it's going to go into this little bag that I found. And then I'll put her little name on and who it's from. And then she can take that to school and give that to her best mate. So that is done. They are my 2 finishes. So my whips is to go with the hat and cowl. I am doing some more mitts. For this pattern is the Greatest Simple Mitts by Tinker Knits. I'm sure that's what it's called. I will link this below, and I'll link my page. The only thing I have done is the cuff calls for a 4-inch cuff, and yeah, it was too long for him, so I did a 3-inch cuff. And I'm doing my needles are a 3.25 and a 3.75, and it's a free pattern. So yeah, so I've done that much. And they fit him, too big on me. The only thing I do need to do, I need to actually go in, is I've actually caught the stitch there where I've missed a stitch at the back, so I shall drop down, pick it up, and then fix that. And I shall put the yarn band in the bag so I know where it is. I'm going to keep looking for the yarn band. Tomorrow I am travelling down to my mum to spend a week. This is one project that's going to go with me. So I'm using projects I take will go into my knitting backpack. So I'm taking 3. So that's my first one. That's how best I'll be my travel knitting. We'll see. My second works in progress is my Twist and Turns Stephen West MCAL, and it's living in this bag. So it was not started on the date because I was doing something at the time. So I started mine on the October 14th. Get the cream out of the way. There you go. I am on section 2 of the first cable section. After I made a mistake on the first one and I dropped stitches, this time I've actually got the stitches in the right way. So yeah, so I've done the first cable section. So today I might actually maybe once I've finished packing, I haven't got that much to pack, I shall most likely sit and maybe get I've got, I think the next row is the second cable in. So that's how mine is coming out. So it's quite pleased with it. I am using a 3.5 mil GUS 4. My yarns are I think it's in here. I've seen the yarn band for this one. She should have kept out. So I'm using Truly Wool Rich, which is 75% superwash wool, 25% polyamide. So that's going to go in here as well. I shall leave that there. I'm using cream, denim. That is my extra ball, so that can go on there, so I know where it is. I will check to make sure I had the extra yarn with me. Doubt if I'll do so much. I'm sort of waiting on a test knit to arrive. And rose pink. And then I've also, which I've put in some mohair, which in the cable sections I've got think it's every other one. If it depends if I do that, which I must probably will. It's got I-cord bits that you thread through, and I might use it with that, with the pink. So I might do them both together. We shall see. So I've added that into it. So that is going to go with me to knit while I'm there. So that is my second works in progress, my bigger one. We'll not be travelling with that when I knit and travel. It's too big. My third, I will show you my third one in a moment. I started one pattern, which is the, did I save it? Yes, so they're called the Spring Mittens by Amanda Sud. I have this pattern on my knit companion, so they look like that. The only thing was, I'm using handspun. One of the handspuns wasn't working very well, so I have some blue and some of the yellow, but the cream, these are worsted spun, this is woolen spun, and it's not, it's too fluffy and it's very fuzzy, so it's not, I'm not happy how that's looking. So I was doing a sample of it to see what I thought, and I don't like how it's looking, so I'm going to take it out. I started it, and then on one of the rows you're working with 3 colours at the same time, and that doesn't bother me. It's just that I'm not happy on how some of it's looking. So what I am going to do, which I have the yarn behind me, I'm going to swap that cream with some truly wool rich cream. I can never say it, I don't know why. So yeah, so I'm going to swap it for that cream instead and see what it looks like. And I think the needles are they're 2.5 mil. So at the moment it's a I haven't made a project page for it yet because I'm actually playing with it, but it's living in that. So that's not going to go with me. I'm going to leave that here. Just put that there. Well, no, I'm not taking that with me, so I'm not going to show that because I haven't worked on it. The test knit I've been working on, I'll show you the yarn, and I sent a message to check if I can send it back, and I can talk about the yarn because it's the yarn is it's a Turkish brand. I don't have the ball band. I don't know why I can't find the ball band anywhere, which is really annoying. The stash yarn, there we go. So it's called the Ali's Bamboo Fine Batik Design, and it is a fingering weight, so I'm using this yarn, and it's like a tonal. The pattern called for a 2.75, which was way too tight, so the bottom, which I ripped out because it was no, I did not like the it on this fabric at all. The bottom is a 3 mil. I got the right tension so that I did a 3 mil, a 3.25 on the 3.5, and I got the gauge on the 3.5, which is, and it's like so soft, and it's 100% bamboo. So I'm going to use the 3.5, and I actually thought that it's striped, and it's but it's a tonal one, so it changes colour. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting for the pattern to come. So this will be coming with me, and I'm using some Symphony Woods, my Knit Pros, because I tried them on the metal needles and these needles feel better. So yeah, so I should leave them on these needles. And I have it in my Yarn Cozy by Knitty Natty. But I might rewind it because I think it needs to be, but I don't know where the ball bands are because I have 2 balls of it. It takes 2 balls, so I have enough to get that out. So that is my test knit that's going with me. The only other thing I've worked on was my husband's blanket, which is the Granny Go large blanket by Sandra Paul, and I'm using scrap yarn. So I'm using grey as the main colour and then 2 rows of whatever scrap I've got. So I did a grey and then the 2 rows of this brown because he wanted some browns, he wanted some greens. But this is a cream, that's the lightest colour that's going to go into it. There's going to be no white, no very, very, very pale colours go into it now apart from that. So that's his done. And then I just had a load of scrap yarns that I stuck into this bag. So that is his blanket. My cup that's got my tea in it is called, just one more. So these are from, there's a yarn shop in the north side, up north, and this is from the Beck and Head shop. I don't know if I can find these online, but yes, yeah, so and they're all knitting related. Then I have a coaster. And when I go back to the shop, I'm going to go and see if I can get a crochet one. So if I'm sitting, I'm knitting, and I'd like a crochet one, I have a sewing one as well, which is over there. So yeah, so this one lives upstairs. I'd like to get myself another one. So this is my cup, and they're by, is the guy there, who they're by? No. So I'm drinking red bush tea. The first yarn, well, the original yarn that was going to be the test knit is still some truly wool rich. I cannot say the word, don't know why. And if you had a few more drinks, I mean I don't drink, so I picked up this lilac, which is colour 214, and this is finger and weight. So I have 4 balls of this, but I want to get some more of this colour, and I have a shawl pattern that uses the 2 together, so that's what I'm going to use it for. Because I have this one, which is white, and I think it might be too white. I think I prefer the more creamy colour, we'll see. And that's Drops Flora. But I do have this in pale pink as well. Now I'm going to go warm. Okay, so today I had, which I'm really pleased it come, I had a box come from the, I'll cover my address up so you can't see it, from knittingnetwork.co.uk. I think it's .co.uk, but it's called the Knitting Network website. My daughter wants a blanket making, so we went on and then she picked a kit. So our kit is called the Sweet Dreams blanket. So she picked this blanket by Amy Jones Down of Baby Cloud Crochet. So this one comes out as, I'm trying to think what size it came out as. I think it's 25 by 40 something, so it's quite suited size. But she just wanted a blanket that she could have, because it's as a lap blanket, and she'll do whatever she wants with it. So it uses Emu, Classic DK, and then they are in some cream, it's the first colour. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you get 10. This one is Glacier. Corn Silk. She didn't want, she wanted soft colours. She picked some salmon. Coral Fade. And Baby Blue. Lawn, so it's like a very, very soft green. I'm trying not to knock everything off. Dusky, so it's like a lavender. Crepe, so it's like a soft pink. Put the pattern there. And Cloudy Lilac. So yes, so if I can, let me see if I can try and grab them all. It'd be interesting. She's not seen this, so, and she's not going to see it's going to be kept quiet. So they are all the colours for her blanket. Stick them all back in the box. So we ordered it day before yesterday, so that was really quick coming. Because we paid, I think it was about £20. It was 20 something, and she goes, you get free shipping over £25. So I said to her, might as well get a couple of extra bits and make it up. So I got one pattern, I got two patterns. One of them's a download pattern, and this one was a paper pattern, which really should have got the download pattern. And there's actually 6 designs in this one. So it's by Stylecraft, and it uses their Highland Heathers. And you got 2 cows, so you got, that's the first cow set, and hat and gloves. And then there's that set as well. And the only thing with the fair asset, which is a bit annoying, is they haven't put a chart in, so that's a bit of a pain. So I might have to actually draw the chart out. Some more chart would be nice on the end. The other one I got, so that's their first pattern. The other one's actually on here, which is a jumper. Well, it's a ladies' jumper and a men's jacket. I'm hoping I saved it. I didn't save it. Oh. Knitting. So the other jumper. I don't think it's going to load. Oh, it is. So yes, the website is knittingnetwork.co.uk. So it's a British website. I don't know if it ships all year round, worldwide. And it uses DK, so it's one colour, 100 gram of one colour, and if you're doing that, this one, you only want about not even 50 grams. So, yeah. And then this one, you can use it in one colour or two. So let me see if I can get on a count. How do I get into it? My review, my pattern library. Oh, here you go. Download. So this is by Stylecraft as well, and this is using their Life double knit. So I baked that pattern. So you get the lady's jumper, and then you get the man's jacket. But there's also a cardigan for a lady that's got a turn down collar and a round neck. So I might end up getting that as well. But they're done flat, which that doesn't bother me. But yes, I wanted that. I will check the pattern, because if it's... The hat is done flat. The hat will be done in the round. It'll all be done in the round. I don't know why they do it flat where you have to sew a seam up. Be done in the round. Just make it easier. So that's one of the ones I got. But the main one was getting this blanket for... And this one is a beginner pattern, so it's a nice simple pattern. But she wanted it for herself. So that is what I've done today. So what I'm going to do is I need to sort out my bag, which is there's not much to go in there. The only thing I need to check inside is my pouch, which this is the one that lives in my bag. So I just need to properly go through this and make sure I have everything I need, because there's a couple of bits in there and I need to take out. So yeah, so that is what I just need to sort out. That's the only thing I need to sort out, that in here, and there's nothing else to do, which I can't do because it's all downstairs. So it's gonna fall. I thought it was gonna fall. But next week I shall do my podcast will be done at my mum's sometime during the day. I'm not sure what day. It's if I can get it on the Thursday I will. But yesterday, the one I did yesterday, oh, it was terrible. And then I knew I was waiting for a parcel, and I was like, I should wait for this parcel to come. So I was quite pleased because it said 48 hours, which meant today. So that was good. So what I'm going to do now is I shall go and I shall speak to you all later. But if anybody's got any questions, please put them in the comment below. And if you would like and subscribe, that would be lovely. And I shall speak to you next week. I shall see you later. Bye. Hi, I'm back. I thought while I was at it, I would show you everything that I'm actually taking. And I was going to turn the camera on, and I was like, I'll just sit here because I brought it all downstairs. So I emptied my bag out first, so I know exactly what I have. So in my bag, I have one of the neck lights. I will make sure I put it on charge. I do need to make sure I put a wire in, because will charge, the wire charges this and my Kindle, so I need to actually leave. That's what I do stay out. I have a travel tablet that I keep in. It's my husband's, he doesn't use it anymore, so that just lives in the bottom, and I just keep this bag in there in case I need it. I have this pouch that I keep any needles, and I can put a pair of scissors in there, which I don't have any in there at the moment. So that lives in the bottom. They just stay in the bottom all the time. I'll sort this big bag out in a few minutes. The first project I'm going to put in is my Stephen West cowl. My twist and turns, that's going in. second one is the tested. I'm still waiting for this to come, so I put it in this bag. I do need to put some stitch markers in it as well, so I need to leave this out, and I thought I brought my iPad down. I'll be back in a minute. Hi, I'm back, and my hair is like starting to fall out. So I keep everything on my knit companion. I will make sure I update the knit companion on here as well. I have the free version on my phone and my tablet. I have the paid version on my iPad, because the iPad you get the full version, so you get everything. We are do because I haven't put the test knit on yet, because I haven't got it cool. But like this, the world's simplest mitts. You can mark things off, and if you want to, you can highlight stuff. So you get a pen come up, and then you can draw. You draw all over it and do what you want. So yes, so I make sure the stuff I want to take it with me is on here, and I have it on charge, which I'll charge later on. So I'll leave that one, but I do need to check. I think it was something like 2 stitch markers for the test knit. There's no stitch markers on that. That's going to stay out, because that's going to go in the car, and I shall work on that. I shall put that in my bag for now. And my Kindle, that will go later on. I can't remember if I have a notebook already in here. I do have a notebook in here. I have this notebook, which I shall use that. So I won't bother taking that one. There's not much in that one. I can use that one instead. I have some stitch markers that I will keep in my bag. I have 2 boxes of these, and I shall put these on. And these we got off our local car boot. So I don't know where you would get them from. I don't know if eBay or Amazon would have them, but I got them from somewhere where you can't get them. So I'm going to hopefully I was hoping they would fit in the front, but they don't. So I have a side pocket, which I've already shown this one before. Okay. I should just put it into the centrepiece at the bottom for now. I have a travel set of crochet hooks that has that side in. The only thing, and this has got stitch markers in it as well. The only thing I haven't put in is the tape measure, which I think is upstairs. I might have another one here. I have one that comes with it, which I shall get. And I have crochet hooks missing, so I need to find, oh, there's the tape measure. So I need to find the 2 crochet hooks that I'm missing. So I've got missing a 3 and a 4.5. So I do need to put them in. I should find them in a bit and then put them into that, because that lives in this bag. I'm lucky enough I can knit in the car. I am taking my main needles with me. So I have my Knit Pro needles. These are my main big set. So I'm going to take these with me. I need to add, I have a shorty set. These are Knit Pro shorties, so the tips are smaller. I need to sort them out, because I was doing these swatch for that shawl, because they like I said, the yarn, the needles to call for were too small, way too small. And then I have I have some big needles there, which are very rare use, and these are my extra cables. But I might need some more cables for if it gets long, because it gets quite wide, and for the testing as well. So they will definitely be going in. I'm also going to take, because if I wanted to start anything when I'm there, I'm not taking any yarn with me because there's a yarn shop up the road. And what I know, they've altered, they've expanded their yarn, so I will be looking to see what they've got. So I will be taking, so I have this set. It has my Hubby minis, and these are my Knit Pro Nova minis. They live in this pouch. I'll put it in there, some more in there, and there's some more cables for it as well. And that all goes in there. And then I have some double points as well. And then I have my big double points. And I don't know, one set is in with a hat, which I'm going to put back in there. And I don't know where the 2.5 one is. I've got 4 missing. I was looking for them. So they're obviously in somewhere. And because I need them, looking for them, I can't find them. But my other double points, I have some 4s. Another set of 3.25, which I don't know why I have 2 sets. Sometimes you use them. I have this that I keep, which I might put, the needles on this one are wood. I don't want to get them broke. So they could come off there anyway, for now. And then I will put them in this case, and it's, because it's hard, it stops them from getting broke, so they're going to live in there till I need them, but so I know where the needles are. So yeah, so I will be taking this with me, so if I need to do anything while I'm there, I need to add some needles back into the case, they can go into it, so I shall be taking that with my main needles. This is the one I keep at home. This is the one that goes in my bag. I do need to sort it out because there's a lot of bits in here that I don't need. So I keep a cable needle, and I have 2 size cable needles. So I have 2 sizes. And some stitch holders, they live in the bottom. I have a row counter. And this one I just put some yarn on. I have a tape measure in there. I'm not bothered about that. So I have this tape measure. No, this is the one that lives in. So I have this one, then I have just a normal one. Which is like that. I won't open that because I will have to wrap it back up again. So instead of taking them, because this is for the stitch markers, and I had that bigger set, so I can take the big set out, and they can go back up into the craft room because I have it in a tin. There's only 2. So this tin lives in there. It did used to have buttons in, but it doesn't anymore. But I've been using this set that I bought from the yarn shop near my mum, and it's got a little pair of scissors, a row counter, a tape measure, and then I have a little set that it's got stitch markers in, it has a needle in, and then it's got like other bits inside. So I will take this with me because I've been using this a lot. And it's perfect size to go in a bag for anything I need. So I don't need to And I might leave this one here as well, because this one has stitch markers in. I just need to add a few bits into it. So it's got all different like stitch markers and stuff inside. So I'm going to take some of the ones out of here and put them into this, because then I don't need two. I need to take my wraps per inch. So I've got one of these, which is really cute. Now, it took me a while to find that. That was in a different bag. So I do need to take that. I have this patch that has, I was looking for my light bulbs. So they need to go into there. So I'll add them into that. I have some needles. One of them's come out. So I have some, I think there's a couple of normal needles in there, which are sharp ones. Yeah, so I have some sewing needles and then some yarn needles. This one's got some stitch markers in it as well. And that's got a large tapestry needle, so I shall leave that in there. Don't need that. I have, so these are Norwegian thimbles, and whoever, that does not fit me, so I don't know what you would use that one for, because it's way too small for my finger. I have a bigger one. I need to find it, because it's good if you're doing colour work. I have another row counter that doesn't need to go. So I've got scissors. So in this one I put my needles, the little tin, and my wraps per inch. I'll leave that in there. I have some lip balm. A pen. I will take a pen in case I need. Got a pencil somewhere, but I'm going to take. I'll put this pen in. Nice bright colours. Because I do seem to have multiple pens in this one that I don't need. I think that's all I need in this. Don't need any of them. So my embroidery scissors are in here. I'm taking this set with me. I should put that in. I have my knitting conversion. Is it knitting and crochet? Yeah, it's a knitting needle conversion. I have another one of these upstairs. I need to put another one into this. And then I have one of these. These are good if you drop a stitch. You've got the 3 different sizes, and I've also got my the locking bit for my needles. So when you put the cape, it goes through the hole, and then you put your needle on the side and tighten it. So I have 2 on there, and I have another set of these. So I need to actually put another set in the other bag and keep one set in this bag. So yeah, bar from this, that's all done. There's nothing else to go in there. And my tin, which I use. Then I should put in my Knit Pro needle gauge. I have another one and it's not as good. This one's good. And then the Chiaogi ones that come with the minis, that's accurate as well. No problems with that one. I have another one and it's not as good. Don't like it. So that is everything I'm taking with me. So yes, So I need to go through this one because this one's got a stitch markers. There's some in there that need to go back into here. And I think that is everything I need to take. But this thing, why would they do it so tight where you can't even get my little finger in? So that one's no good. I do have another one somewhere because I used it the other day. And I need to find it because I was practicing doing it with 3 colour Fair Isle on the same run. So I need to figure out what I've done with it. I'm not quite sure where it's been put. It might be up there on this side because I know I've got a few bits up there. But that is what I've been doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these bits back in here and then go carry on packing the rest of my stuff. Most of my clothes are done, but there's not much else I need to do. And I shall let you all go, but I shall speak to you properly next week, and I'll see you later. Bye.